Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. Once again, I'm just sitting here waiting to get picked up for band practice. So I figured I'd talk about a couple random things. One, it's been about a week since I threw that chunk of apple in the kayak apple dip. Here we go. And the experiment worked really well. Real Talk Studio suggested I try it out, and I had a half a can of dry as a bone kayak apple. So I threw what a perfect pairing. So I threw a chunk of apple in it, and now I threw the apple out. It was gross, but now it's like totally pinchable. I had a dip of it earlier. It's like the apple juice actually makes it taste a little better. And this is the second take of the video. I was just going on too long about one thing. I was talking about how, if kayak was all I could dip, I'd probably stop. I would definitely stop dipping. Because, tobacco can have a lot of style to it, whether in its certain ways, and whatever way whatever route of administration you use, whether it be smoking or snuffing or dipping or chewing, whatever, each of them in certain circles has, it's got a value, right? Like we have our little dip community here, we all value the quality of good tobacco, and that can be said for any tobacco group of tobacco users, people who like, not that I'm advocating smoking at all, but, people who like smoking do, they put it in their little personal culture. Not many people snuff anymore, other than seems like me and Suit and Tie and Bergs and a Wild Bushman. He's got a great channel. Check it out, Wild Bushman. Holy man, he needs some love. He's awesome. So shout out to you, Wild Bushman. But like a pack, like I don't know. It's like I you gotta have style. Like if you're gonna do something, it's gotta be worth doing. Like, and like when I open a fresh can of some good dip, like some Copenhagen or Stoker's or Skoal or Grizzly, whatever. It's quality product. For what it is, I can appreciate that quality, right? Whereas a dip like kayak is a dip without any dignity at all. It's just weird. It's got weird aftertastes and undertones and strange things going on. I don't know what they're doing, but it's really cheap, I guess. So you get what you pay for. But whatever. Anyhow, we're not gonna dip the kayak apple right now. We're gonna have a pinch of this Stoker's Fine Cut Wintergreen after I have a sip of my Coke here. Fine Cut. In, I don't know, I'm going to take a little more, but I could have said in one pinch. That's crazy. But anyhow, if any of you are local, come out and see the Silver Hearts. It's my first gig with the Silver Hearts since 2014. At a bar I haven't played at in a good a good many years. So it's going to be kind of weird for me, but I'm glad I'm going to be playing with Silver Hearts again. It'll be a fun musical adventure. See where it goes, Um, I Am Made of Fire. We're getting together to practice tonight because we have a gig coming up on August 21st at the Bovine Sex Club in Toronto. Very strange name for the place, but it's a really cool punk rock dive, you know. I've played a lot of cool shows there. I've seen some cool shows there. It's a cool bar. There's a picture. Maybe I'll slap it on the end of this video. It looks like I'm jumping in the air with my harmonica, I think. And what it is I'm playing. I'm on the bar at the Bovine Sax Club, and I'm like walking down the bar playing my harmonica. So I think I was gonna jump off at that point. I'll put the picture in. Yeah, so that's going on. Um, there's like gigs. It's crazy, man. You know, I spent, you know, from about would it be 6 months? I don't know, a good long while even before I started this YouTube channel. And when I started this YouTube channel, I was in a completely different frame of mind. I was living in total isolation, only going out and interacting with people when I had to, getting all of anything I needed to talk about out on YouTube, in my older vlogs and stuff. Um, and it's just amazing to my life has changed a lot. You know, if you were to watch my first video here to today's video, you know, you would see a chunk of my life pretty much every day for that time. Since sometime you can check when I started this channel. I can't remember. I think it was 2016, 2017. But you know, a big part of me is in this channel, I guess. And to think about the frame of mind I was in when I started this channel and the events going on in my life, um, things were really bad, you know. Uh, Things were really, really unsettlingly bad in my life in lots of ways, you know. And I always tried to keep a good, and I always do try to keep a good foot forward and keep a positive attitude, you know. But and it usually works. So you know, you got to have that positive mental attitude. And but yeah, it's like, you know, once I started doing the music again, you know, it's just snowballed like crazy. Like, yeah, it would have been from when the day I started this channel, because the first video I put up was a rehearsal of a song I had to perform in a couple nights from then. Um, so yeah, you know, it's crazy to think about like everything that's happened in that time, you know, and through mostly through the graces of social media, you know, through YouTube and through Facebook and Instagram. Um, it's really cool. But yeah, it just seems I got gigs all the time now, and or I'm doing something musical all the time now, and it feels really really good. You know, I'm hoping this year to other than play with the band and see what the Silverhearts are up to. Um, you know, in my solo life, I plan on, you know, once Kurt gets Mirkwood Recordings up again, I'm gonna record, and I don't know, you know, like he can put it out when he wants to put it out, but I'm gonna record a an album. All the recordings I have up on Mirkwood are pretty dirty, you know, and Kurt suggested I try to do a really clean album, like my old album Broken Chair, which I now have as a playlist in in my playlist section, so you can hear the music I was making 20 years ago, if you care to. Thanks to my friend in Japan, who's now back in England, Kawashai. Yeah. So yeah, and that's the other thing. My old album Broken Chair is up on a playlist here now. So like I said, you can hear the music I made years ago, and yeah, see the evolution of things. What else did I have to tell you? I had my harmonica student Erin over yesterday for a lesson, and she's just cooking along. She's great. She just needs to practice a little bit more, but she's such a good student, and it's really amazing the time that she came into my life to do this project. It set me up really well for what I'm going to experience at the music store when I start doing workshops there. Because not only am I teaching her how to play harmonica, but she's teaching me how to teach. Like I've taught people how to play harmonica before, sort of. Like you Americans probably don't know, but the Canadians probably have heard of Serena Ryder. And she's an old friend of mine. She was my old roommate, actually, in a house full of people, and we were pretty close, good friends. I'm a lot older than she is. I've known her since she was 13, and she used to sing songs in the back of the Millbrook Cafe. Yeah, I kind of taught her how to play harmonica, but not as in depth as I'm teaching Erin. So, she's really set me up nice for what I'm about to experience at the music store. So that's good. And I'm going to throw a little clip of Death by Art School up on the end of this video from the festival. I hope you like them. They're a pretty crazy band. And I'll see you soon. Be well. Have a wonderful evening.
Our school is what the people said they said.